How's it going, everyone? X or Zabieru here from the Zabieru Oni YouTube channel. And as the title states, I'm here with a pickup video. Now, if you do not know, I am primarily a PC gamer. Of course, most PC gamers, if not all PC gamers, use Steam, the digital storefront. But there are some series and games that I have nostalgia for, and I just like to have physical copies, or I just bought physical copies, or, you know, scoured upon them, it just kind of fell in my lap type of thing. So I did want to make a, video just to kind of pad out my week and just show you kind of what I picked up at the end of 2023. I bought a lot of, I will say I double dipped on some because, again, with this whole digital physical, we don't know where the industry's going to go. We kind of have an idea. We're just waiting for the inevitable. But I did just wanted to show, again, what I picked up. And we'll start off with the first one. This was the only game I picked up in October. Obviously, Spider-Man 2 launch edition. It was a fun game. I enjoyed the story. Again, I enjoyed Miles Morales, as well as the remastered version, which I played on PC. But again, can't wait for some DLC. Can't wait for this to get, packaged up and put on the PC platform as well. So again, first pickup and only pickup of October. Now, I do have some games that are in my, I guess I'll call it, nostalgia list. If I see them on eBay, or if I go to my retro gaming store and I see them, I'll either grab them or, check and see if anyone else, has it on their list to grab. But two for me were Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. These are both complete. So complete as in has the insert, has the cartridge. But I know everyone has their they have their their qualms with the Pokemon series. I still enjoy it. It's kind of like a turn my brain off, just kind of play through the same, 8 gyms, battle your rival, and then, Elite Four type of game. So, again, I have all of the generations, and I have, the 2 games, that would come out for each generation, the remakes, etc., etc. So, again, those are finally completed. I guess next one we'll talk about is Super Mario 3D Collection. Now, why do you have the Japanese version? Could call me a scumbag, could call me a reseller, whatever. I enjoy Mario. I enjoy the 3D ones more than I do the 2D ones. But I actually sold my copy. I mean, I sold it for $100. I bought the thing for, MSRP 60 and, again, sold it. I saw a seller on eBay that were selling, the Japanese copy for, I think it was less than MSRP. So I took a chance, picked it up, got it. Communication was great, and yeah, I kept it sealed because I dumped my copy that I had. Again, call me a scumbag, whatever. I technically own the copy. If I really wanted to, I'll just open this and dump this one. But just wanted to get this for the collection because, again, Nintendo did Nintendo things, and can't buy it anymore. On that topic of can't really buy anymore, I did pick up Bayonetta. Now, I do have it for Steam, but I wanted to pick up the physical Switch copy because I have 2 and 3 also physical. And, in case I wanted to sell it, oops, sorry about that. In case I wanted to sell it, or, just for collector's purposes, I just wanted to have all 3, kind of iterations sitting on my shelf. So, keeping this sealed as well. But, yeah, really good game. I really enjoyed the first one. Played the second one. I need to finish the third one, so next one, not really anything that was... This is a repro, I guess I'll say. Let me just open this here. Found a seller on eBay. It's got the Nintendo Game Boy. It actually looks like a legitimate, cart. Here's I guess here's red version, to kind of look at it, so... But, yeah, I wanted a copy of green because obviously they sold, green in Japan. We got blue version, but plays, it saves. The label is pretty much on par with, a legitimate copy. So, just wanted to have this for the collection, just to have something, to kind of just have on the shelf, something to look at. Now, these next three, I don't know if you all remember, but Burger King, yes, the Burger King came out, or I should say came out. They had games developed. I think they were going to be on the Xbox Live Arcade, but they ended up just, I guess, I don't know who made that decision, but they ended up creating physical copies, and they sold them for $3.99 each at Burger King restaurants. So we have Sneak King, we have Pocket Bike Racer, and we have Big Bumpin'. So I did have all three back in the day. Don't know if I just sold them to GameStop or whatever, but ended up finding, again, a seller on eBay. They had them all sealed. Apparently there's some weird story. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I guess the way they were packaged or the way that they were shipped or something, you can let me know in the comments down below, that they have like this like kind of broken seal right here. Again, I'm not pressed about it. I might just pop open the seals and put them in my 360 just to, take a trip down nostalgia lane. But got those three there for the collection, and yeah, those were some really fun games for $4. So now my next stack, you could probably tell by my recent uploads on my channel, I'm really big into the Yakuza series right now, or Like a Dragon now, to keep the name uniform between North America and Japan. But it all started with this game. Now, I have all these games on PC, pretty much all of the main series and the spin-offs. There's a couple spin-offs that I would love to purchase. I think my goal was to maybe, if I go to Japan, to purchase those. I think like the Kenzan and the Black Panther. I think it translates to Black Panther. Fake fan here, I guess. But anyways, going back to how I got into the series, again, it all started with Like a Dragon, aka the 7th game. Really enjoyed the story. I actually recently went back and completed all the side content. I think I have like a handful of achievements left, but with Infinite Wealth coming out, that's definitely going to take up a majority of my time, because apparently the game is going to be about 60, 70 hours just for the main story. And then on top of the side content, aka the side content, or the distractions as we call them, yeah, it's going to be a real doozy. It's going to be a couple months of my life playing that game. But I decided to, I think I got this for like $10 on eBay. I got the Steelbook Daiichi edition, Day 1 edition. And yeah, great game. I suggest picking it up if you want to, I guess if you want to, creep into the Yakuza series. It's a turn-based RPG, a little different from the action brawler of the earlier games in the main series. But yeah. And speaking of the main series, let's flip these around. Yeah, I did it. Keeping them sealed, because again, I already have them on PC, but I went ahead and bought 0 through 6. Sorry for the glare there, but that's the cellophane. But my goal before Infinite Wealth came out, or is coming out, it was to, and still is, to play through all the main series and the side games. Only side games I have left are, I'm almost done Lost Judgment. I might record the Kaido files just to test the 1440p recording settings I have, so look out for that. And then I have Inchin, which I started, but I need to finish. And then I have Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. But yeah, as you can see, 0. Great game. It's a prequel. Right before, it's in their older engine, not in the Dragon engine, but great game. Lots of side content. The story got to me. If you know, you know. Definitely check that out. And then we have Kiwami here, which is a remake of Yakuza 1 that came out for the PS2. Also a great game. I'm going to say that about all of these, actually. Kiwami 2, again, came out for the PlayStation 2. And then we have the Yakuza Remastered Collection, which is a obvious collection of 3, 4, and 5. I wish I could find they had the collector's edition, because it also came with like a PS3 game disc and all that one day. But I'm glad to have this some really good stories. It took me a while to get through those, but hey, they're worth it in the end, especially when you get to this game, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. A great wrap up for Kiryu, and kind of leads me into this bad boy. So, in North America, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, it's about a 12 to 14 hour story. I call it Like a Dragon 6.5 because it pretty much bridges the gap between 6 and 7, kind of fills in, what Kiryu was doing, where was he, kind of why he just randomly shows up. They had the cutscene, again, possible spoiler, but for when he shows up in 7, they also have this in Gaiden as well. But I went ahead and ordered this from Play Asia, no sponsor. They had the Asian version, which includes the English version, as it states here. And again, I played this on Steam. It was very excellent. I actually 100%ed it. Got all the achievements. So there's just some side content in there, but in my eyes, if I beat the main story, great. If I complete all the achievements, that's 100%ing in my eyes because there's kind of nothing else for me to do besides maybe just do the Coliseum and some other side activities. So, and then these last ones I got from not eBay but Amazon. There was a seller that had kind of all 4 of these for a good price. So obviously we got Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. This is still exclusive to the PS4 console. Wish it would get a port to PC, but it is what it is. Recently I did do a video about Chiaki for Deck, where I did some PlayStation streaming from my PS5 to my Steam Deck, so take a look at that. Sorry if the quality was bad on that. I kind of want to re-record that and re-record some other games, but excellent game for pretty much taking the IP, the Fist of the North Star IP, and then just putting it with the Yakuza mechanics. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, Inshin. This is a remake of Inshin that came out for the PS3. Great history piece. And then, as so far, I'm liking Judgment better than Lost Judgment. I know the combat is better in Lost Judgment, but Judgment's story is really good. We have this for the PS4 as well as the PS4. They did make remasters for the PS5, which I think take advantage of some higher quality textures, resolution. Not sure about frame rate. Don't quote me, but again, keeping them sealed because again I already own them on Steam, and in case I ever want to sell them or pass them down, or just have them on the shelf because again I don't need to. I double dip, but I don't need to open things up, So, anyways, so as you can see here, those were the pickups for, we'll just call that end of 2023. 2023 was a really good year for me as far as all aspects of life. So I'm hoping I can take that same energy into 2024. And I hope you can as well. All right, how you doing, lovely people? Decided to edit this little clip just because I completely forgot to show off the 2 handheld consoles that I picked up in November. The first one that I picked up was a blue Nintendo Switch Lite. I ended up picking this up off of the Nintendo Online store, where you can get a pretty good deal on a refurbished console because if they're coming from Nintendo, they're practically brand new. I don't know what was wrong with this one, but it looked like it was again straight out of the pack. I mean, it came in a refurbished box, Nintendo branded and everything, which is pretty cool. But if you want to save yourself 20, 25, 30 bucks, I mean, that's a good place to check. I know during the 3DS, 2DS era when, they were kind of getting rid of that stock, that was a good place to check, when the brick and mortar stores were selling out of them when they were like, under $100, something like that. I can't remember, but I did own the 2 Pokemon ones, but I ended up selling those to people who, again, for a little bit extra, but they were actually going to go to a good home. So, instead of collecting dust on my shelf. And last but not least, just a quick shot of my Steam Deck OLED 1TB limited edition. I already have an unboxing on my channel.
Nothing else needs to be said. My favorite console.
That'll do it for here. Again, nice little spine shot of all the games that I got at the end of 2023 here. Again, sorry for the light. I'm still getting used to it. These Elgato key lights are very light. This is only at about I think less than 20%. So again, appreciate any feedback down below. Let me know also in the comments, what you completed in 2023. Did you collect anything retro or modern? What are you looking forward to in 2024? Most anticipated game. Appreciate it if you left any of that down below. And that's all from here. I'll see you guys in the next one.